guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For all new people that have never been to my channel before, of course, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because more videos will be coming. Today I wanted to be doing a video on how I reduce thinning spots in my locks and like how I keep them from breaking off. This video is actually being done because of a recommendation of a close friend of mine who is in her dreadlock phase and notices that some of hers are starting to catch thin spots, if not in the middle, more like towards the end. So she's worried that they're gonna start to eventually fall off. So I kind of explained to her the process that I decided to use to keep my locks from doing the same exact thing. And I have to say it works. Now, I'm not going to tell you to do this. I'm just saying that it is something that can possibly be done. But pretty much the crochet hooks that I use are by Susan Bates. And it's the steel crochet hooks. And if you look here, guys, you can kind of distinguish the difference between the sizes. So you have like your big one, your next one, your next one, your next one, all the way down to like this little bitty little like itty bitty thing. So it's very, very, very small. And they're just little bitty little hooks like this. Something simple I got from Micheals craft store, and I believe they were like $11. But $11, I have to say, is way, way cheaper to stay at home and fix it myself than to try to go to a loctician and have them charge me more to do that. Because I've actually gone to locticians before, and I was amazed at like how much they charge just to like upkeep dreadlocks. It was like, whoa, like no. So I'm gonna go ahead and like show you guys like how I do this. So here I have all right, guys, give me a second so I can get you closer to me and figure out what we're doing. Okay. So this was actually one of them that I actually did this morning, believe it or not. It was way more like thinner than what this looks like before I actually did it. So let me see if I can get close so you guys can watch like how that looks. All right. So, and actually this is the little hook that I use. Like, it is like so small, it's ridiculous like how small these are, but they're really, really neat. They're really, really helpful, especially with what I need to do to my locks. And this one, it says it's like a US, like, oh god, can you guys see that? It's like a US 10 1.15 millimeter, so it's pretty tiny. So guys, how I pretty much go in and I do this, and like I said, for again, you do not have to follow my process at all. This is just what I've done. It has been helpful for me. So again, find your own rhythm, find your own method, find your own way of doing things, and make it work for you. So basically how I do this is I start out by going inside of my lock. Like at the very top is where I'm trying to bring the hair in more. And right where you see the little hook pieces at, I'm gonna like gradually start to like pull hair down into my lock. The more I do it, you'll see. So I can already tell this one's starting to get a little bit tighter. So you just keep pulling hair. Like you can see me going back up into my hair, and I'm starting to like pull it down and everything. Sure. So again, we gotta go in, start pulling that hair. And guys, don't like ever like jerk your hair around and stuff, because that's like one of the worst things that you can do to your locks. Because I would hate to tell you to do this and then you jerk your hair and snatch like a whole lock out, and now you have to try to figure out like what the hell just happened. So yeah, guys, I am starting to feel this is getting tighter. It is drawing up more towards my scalp than what it was when I first started. And again, like I said before, you just want to make sure you go inside. So if you watch here, how I go in, up the hair, and I start to pull it gently, of course. Nobody wants a bald spot where a lock used to be, trust me. All right, so it's starting to get more and more, like the more I do it, it's starting to get closer and closer to my, actually this is not a part of that, so let me go ahead. Okay, so the more I do it, it's starting to like draw up and to my, towards my scalp. So I'm going to take this one, since this one is like, you can definitely tell like this one is, you can see a little bit more clearer than versus starting out with this one. Because like I said before, I already started out doing this one first. So I did this one that like this morning, like earlier this morning. So you can't really see the start and the finish process of it. Versus if I started with one that is way different. So, and guys, my cat loves to come in on my videos and be a commentator. So she's in my way right now. But yeah, so whoops, grabbing hair wrong, up the hair shaft here, all right. I'm just gonna keep grabbing it here. We're gonna grab and grab. And guys, I also find that like turning your hair while you're doing this like a little bit, like not like trying to like twist it, just turning it over a little bit does actually help in the process. So as you can see, this is like starting to get smaller the more I do it. All right, so I'm gonna go back into that lock. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling that hair in. And if your hair is like super thin around that lock area, I probably would not go in as rough. Which really I wouldn't recommend anybody doing this when you're talking about using a crochet hook to pull hair into a lock. Just like don't do it. So okay. Yeah, and see there's definitely like it's definitely starting to go up, so you guys can kind of tell like it was lower before and now it's starting to like get pulled up more the more I do it. Okay, so yeah, that's like it draw it up more than what it was before, but you could actually like you can literally tell the difference and that versus like how it was before, because this hung a little bit lower. So like I'm not gonna do the whole like complete process, just because it does take you a while like with trying to navigate through the locks and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. So it's really simple. Like I said before, just make sure you're going through the actual like lock itself, like as close to where that loose space is. So the same thing goes like if you have one on say like the end, you could go up through your dreadlock and just like pull, like you're basically doing this the whole time. Just pull. And turning it like I said for a little bit definitely does help. It helps with me. But not to a point where you're almost like relocking your hair or retwisting your roots again. It's just to secure that hair inside the entire lock. And you're just basically, like I said before, just going up, pulling it down, go back up, pulling it down. But be sure, of course, to do it gently. So this kind of helps me. Because my biggest fear was always like, what happens when my locks become so thin to the point where they start to break off? And I don't want that to happen because I've already put like 2 years into this lock experience. So I'm hoping for many more out of it. And I know that would not be possible if I have locks that halfway on, halfway off. It's not going to work. But guys, yeah, that is all I have for today. So until my next video, guys, peace.